kind of kind of arrive at is that like say like say I have an operations and a sales and a marketing senior level leadership person in my network. I can get it off, but I don't, let's say for example, I don't have an HR person in my network who can kind of help me or guide me in these things. In that case, is it wise to seek out external counsel, or is it how do you go about that part, Ragesh?
It's a My answer would be mix, because fractional positions not works always, because what happens is you end up taking a fractional service, and then that ends up being an advisory role. You need executioners, you need people who can actually get things done. Say for example, if you have a problem with your GST, you need someone who can actually rectify that problem with the GST authorities, for example I'm saying, or with other departments, ROC. You don't need people who comes and tells that, hey, this is what you need to do at this point, and then leave it at that. That is actually a dangerous situation to be in. Yes, it helps in understanding, but you have, in the current information age, information is available everywhere. Solution is already available. The data is there, the content is there. You know what you need to do at the click of a button. So I would much rather go to a web and figure out what I need to do. I would use my intelligence because I know the problem, then boil down to a point where I say that, hey, this 1 2 3 4 5 step is what I need to do. Then I will go to a fractional CXO and verify it. Say that, hey, is this what I need to do? Add his points, elements to it. And if I need to pay for that, I'll pay for it. If it's coming on advisory, then I'll take it that way. Then I'm cutting down my cost to the least, but I'm well informed as to what I need to do. Then I look for the person who can actually execute it, which might be the fractional CXO or someone else. you know Whether it is marketing, you can do marketing like that. So marketing also, if you see, if you go out and get a marketing person, hardly you talk to 100 marketing people, 99 of them have no idea about what marketing is. They are accidental marketers just because they are on YouTube or whatever it is. But the moment you take your product into the market and say that, I want this product to reach out to my target market, can you please help me? Everything bounces back to you, and you have to work your shit out to figure out 1 2 3 4 5 6 100 what you need to do, then go back to them and say that, can you execute it? Then what is the point? You're not taking expert advice. You're only trying to convince yourself that, hey, you have somebody on the other side who is only dragging things out. So that's the reason why, as founders, initially you have to take a lot of ownership on what you're doing. Everything should be in your fingertips. Then you decide who can actually get it done for you. Not an easy job. That's why it's not that easy as it sounds from looks from outside.
Obviously, it's not easy. The reason I put this question across is that so I've in the initial stages tried to figure it out myself and
Uh,
used it things, and then I've not taken a sounding board advice from anyone, and then I've made mistakes, and it's cost me time because the time is in let's say it took 4 months for me. 4 months of my runway is gone by the time I figure it out. So when I realized that, and then I realized ki okay for this, but yeah, there are a lot of bogus consultants.
the
That
other
is the
side of
reason
the
why
other side of it is, you go by someone, you execute for 4 months and realize that it doesn't work, and then you turn back. That person is not there in the scene. You take the ownership of someone else's decision.
yeah.
You better take ownership of your decision, because at least you have learned from it.
So as in identifying the right person is a much
Very, very
very
important thing.
very important part of the founder. But if you identify a person, if that person is helpful for you to shorten your time to success because of the inputs that they're giving,
Brilliant.
so that would be the best case scenario, is
Best
what
case scenario.
I kind of allude to. That is that something that you agree with, Narendra?
Of course, as I initially started also, my first approach is getting connecting with mentors. So I have sought out mentorship. I have very good people in my speed dial. Most of the times, whenever I come up with any situation which I thought somebody else could have faced this and they have a experience in that, so I definitely get back to them and I seek out their advice, in a sense, they may yeah, what Ragesh said about people executing it. that is there, but then I definitely want to seek out people who have experienced similar problem and how they handled it and what could I do with it. So those kind of advices come to me, and then I collate, and then I come up with a execution plan, either doing it by myself or maybe hiring someone to do it. All those things are taken decision based on the situation. But then I am big believer in coaching and mentorship. I am like I seek out people. I am connected with my first initial, when I started my startup, gotten with there is IIMB startup community. So it is very close to my where I live. So I went and participated there. Somebody invited me. I went and participated, and I became a member of the team. And I find it very useful because there is a sharing of all the problems that these startups go. There is meetings happen online, offline. So you get to absorb a lot of things. You know what is happening. So when you face similar kind of a situation, you're already know whom to get in touch with to clarify things, all that. Mentorship, as I believe that taking advice is really important. As you rightly said, it shortens your runway. You can actually
Time to
speed up
success.
your time to success and fail fast. So you know where to do what things, what to stop. All those things will come when a third person looks at it in a different angle.